Hi there, my name's Jasmine, I've lost my mind in books, and today I'm coming at you with a gay readathon that I took part in. This readathon is hosted by Boston Reads Books, and definitely check out her channel because she's an amazing booktuber, and I just recently discovered her channel, but I fell in love with her concept and how she does her videos immediately. Enjoy, and I hope you find a book that you might like as well. Here I am on the third day of Read Your Gays, Happy Holigays, and I'm currently taking part in one of the reading sprints, and for this one I'm reading, where do I have it? Took off the dust jacket because I would definitely tear it, but I'm reading Tarnished Are the Stars by Rosie Thor, and I'm only on page 63 so far, but I love it and I can't wait for the next sprint. And yeah, so far I'm not too good at keeping to my TBR, to be honest. I already ditched one book because I couldn't wait to read it. I originally planned to read Heartstopper by Alice Oseman for the slow burn, but well, it arrived at my door. I took a little peek into it and I couldn't stop reading. And a few hours later I had both currently published volumes completely read and the chapters of the upcoming one that are already on tapas as well. So this wasn't happening, but I fell in a hole that Alice Oseman created, and well, I did read Nick and Charlie for the random gay book, or what was the challenge? 12 Days of Christmas, a book featuring a cast of queer characters. And I've read This Winter, also by Alice Oseman, for Blue Christmas, a book with blue on the cover. So I might still read the original book that I was planning for, but who knows what will happen. I did, however, keep with my plan for Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, a coming out story, and read Orpheus Girl by Brienne Rebel Henry, and this book was so touching and it was so beautifully written, but do keep away from that book if you think that you might be hurt by reading it. If you feel safe reading it, definitely go for it because it's an amazing and important story that needs to be told. I've gotta go now because I've got some reading to be done so that I will finish my books for this week. So I did complete the hashtag Read Your Gays Happy Holidays readathon, yay! I completed all of the prompts and did not keep to my TBR all that much, but that doesn't matter, and here I am talking about the books that I actually did read and what I did plan. Prompt number 1. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, a coming out story. I planned to read Orpheus Girl by Brienne Rebel Henry, and I actually did read this book, and it was a deeply touching book, very moving, and I would totally recommend reading it if you feel safe doing so, because it does handle a very hard topic, namely conversion camps and how the protagonist fares in one of them. The book is told from the perspective of Raya, who falls in love with her best friend Sarah, and they both are sent to the same camp, and the story shows how they and some other characters are coping. And I must say I really loved Leon, who really doesn't let himself get dragged down, but he is such a vibrant and in-your-face there character and I also loved how he was spoken in, or how his parts were spoken in the audiobook, because if I had read the book I would totally have missed out on this part. The Heat Miser, a grumpy soft ship. I planned to read the second book of the Girls of Paper and Fire series, namely Girls of Storm and Shadow, and I sadly could not get to it as my book still has not arrived due to a big bookseller online with very many books and discounts having a delivery problem. I decided to read one of the novellas in the Bane Chronicles, namely The Course of True Love and First Dates, which is of course written by Cassandra Clare, and it was a last minute solution, but I really enjoyed it rereading this part and having my first OTP back, and so much fluff and so much cute. Next up, Chestnuts Roasting an Open Fire. Read a slow burn romance. First I wanted to read Love, Simon, but it would have been a reread. Then I wanted to read some of the Heartstopper books, or the two that are out already. I wasn't patient enough to wait for the readathon, and therefore I read The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller, and I did love the story between Patroclus and Achilles so much. And yeah, I did read the Iliad last term in uni, and in February I think I read The Silence of the Girls, where the story is told from Bryce's point of view, and I did love both stories, but Song of Achilles has just a way deeper ship and a way more credible ship. And the next task was 12 Days of Christmas. Read a book with a queer cast. I wanted to read Birthday by Meredith Russo, but some controversy that you might have heard of, and that I only heard of after starting the book, did kinda keep me from wanting to continue the book, and therefore I've read Nick and Charlie by Alice Oseman, which is just so fluffy and sad and cute, and novella about Nick and Charlie from Alice Oseman's Heartstopper comics, and I've read it in a boring lecture and on a train ride, and I love those characters, and therefore the next task, Blue Christmas, a book with blue in the cover and a queer cast, also fell victim to this. I've read This Christmas, which describes a Christmas story between Nick and Charlie, and it's just too cute to be real, and also so sad because spoilers. And I've originally planned to read When the Moon Was Ours by Anne-Marie McLemore, but well, the Alice Oseman bandwagon took me in and I was unable to leave. And I've read, of course, the group book Tarnished Are the Stars by Rosie Thor. I loved the book, the story and the world building, but what I loved the most was Arrow A's representation, as one of the main characters is a romantic asexual and the other two characters are not heterosexual as well. I will not tell you those characters' sexualities and neither of the three characters' genders, so that you might have a little element of surprise left as to who might be the mysterious Arrow Ace person, and find out for yourself, because it's so worth it and the book is beautiful and I couldn't stop smiling when finding out. I hope you liked this readathon, vlog, whatever, and I'll see you soon in the next one. Bye! Don't forget to like and leave a comment and subscribe. Bye bye!